Hey, what's up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Hopefully everybody can hear me loud and clearly, man. What's cracking, man? What's going on? What up? What we got going on in the chat today, man? I see a few, man. I see Baltimore, B more in the house. What's up? I seen Jackson, Mississippi. What's up? What up? What up? What up? Who else we got in the house today, man? Let's see, man. We got B more. Oh, Trenton, New Jersey. What up, Trenton, New Jersey? What up? You guys hear me? Hopefully you do, man. Get these shout outs going. Holla at the peeps, man. What's going on, man? It's crazy out here in these hip hop streets, man, or these YouTube streets, as they say, right? Because you got a couple of artists, man. Man, I don't know. It seems like this weird back and forth for hip hop right now. Like you have an artist like an NBA young boy get some great news on Friday. You know that he basically beat his case. It's a done deal, right? Then you mess around and you have three artists back to back after that look like they're going to jail. One of them being one of the hottest artists in the game, Kodak Black, which we talked about yesterday. And now two other artists who are kind of, on the smaller scale. But, man, to be real, one of them was on his way rising. And that's King Lil J. I'm talking about Lil J, of course, right? So let's see who else we got up in here, man. Appreciate y'all letting me know the audio is good, man. Like I said, I'm working through some new equipment, new mic, whatever, man. Hopefully it comes off a little crispier, you know what I'm saying? So who we got? Statia in the building. We got Norfolk, Virginia in the building in 757. What's up, Licia Monroe? What up? What up, San Antonio? What's up, man? What up? We got Atlanta, Georgia in the building. The hashtag the Negro Network. What's up, man? Detroit in the building. What's up, Detroit? Jamaica, Queens, Southside Jamaica, Queens in the house. What's up? Good Sunday to you as well, man. Good Sunday to you as well. 707 Napa, California, man, where the wine comes from. Statia, we back in here. What up? We got the 719 Colorado Springs. What's up? We got Baytown, Texas. What's up? I see Statia one more time. What up? What up? St. Paul, Minnesota in the building. What's up, man? What's going on, St. Paul? Broward County. What's up, man? All right, I see NGCC. Where's that? It ain't computing right now. You know what I'm saying? It ain't clicking. Man, y'all do me a favor, man. Y'all hit that like button. Everybody, let's hit them likes, man. Let's get them up, man. Let's get them up. You know what I'm saying? Riverside, California in the building. What's up, Riverside? Orlando, Florida in this. You know what I mean? North Carolina, somebody repping for the whole state. We got Houston, Texas in the building. What's up? We got Riverside, California again. Yo, Houston's what's up, man. I got to talk about this because I've been looking at Houston for a minute, man. And I've been seeing what's been going on this year and going into the summer since the spring. Seemed like Houston took Atlanta's vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody is going to Houston to party, man. Everybody's been going to Houston to turn up. Like, back when people would be making trips to Atlanta or maybe Miami, a lot of people have been going to Houston lately. Now, it's got its crime element and stuff like that. But, man, I've been seeing nothing but good stuff about Houston, until the wrong element gets there and it ruins it. But for right now, man, it seems to have taken all the shine. You know what I mean? Riverside, California, what's up, man? South Carolina, what's up? What up to the 716 Buffalo, man? Always checking in. What's up? Arizona, I see you. Atlanta in the building, the ATL. No disrespect to ATL either. I just had to give Houston a props. North Memphis, Tennessee in the house. What's up, man? That 901. Inglewood in the building, man. Is that Inglewood, Chicago? Is that Inglewood, California? You know what I mean? 702 Vegas, what's up? South Carolina, I see you. All right, straight from the deck. We got Decatur in the building. Decatur where things is greater. We got the 478 Georgia in the building. What's up? North Memphis in the house, that North. Then we got Decatur, Alabama. Or Decatur. Is there a Decatur, Alabama? I guess so. That's what that looks like. Oh, man, y'all do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. I'm going to keep shouting you guys out, and we're going to get to our hot topics. Obviously, you can tell by the background we're going to be talking about Lil Yoshi first. You know what I'm saying? Washington, D.C. in the building. What's up? We don't need them in the community. Oh, man, y'all talking about we don't need them. Dude, is that true? We love rappers, man. We like rap. We like gangster rap. Let's be real, man. Let's keep it real with ourselves, man. There's a whole big psychology report about that. You always going to have people, they're going to be enamored with gangster culture, dog. It's why some of our favorite movies in the world are gangster movies, man. You always going to like a gangster story. I don't care what you say. You know what I'm saying? Let me get a couple more of these out here before we get started. All right, what's up to the 404 South Side Atlanta in the building? What's up? Chicago always in here heavy. What up, Chicago? What up? North Carolina, what's up? Who else we got in here? We got Cal in here. Inglewood, California. Thank you for representing, man. Thank you for clearing that up too, man. But y'all do me a favor. Make sure everybody in here, make sure you hit that like button, man. We should have about 100 likes right now. Let's run them up. Let's run them up. Denver, Colorado in the building. What's up to the 303? Golden Valley, Arizona, man. Where is that? I bet that sounds hot. I don't know. I bet it's hot there. You know what I'm saying? I just know it. At least 10 to 20 years should squeeze that demon time out of these thugs. Yeah, 10 to 20 years to squeeze the demon time out of anybody, man. That's a lot of time, man. That's a whole lifetime. That's a totally different person 2 times over. You know what I'm saying? Now, top of them, we wish, okay. We got DC, Southeast in here. What up, Southeast DC? Big Island, what's up? Connecticut, what's up? New Orleans, the 504, what's up? Denver, Colorado, what's up? And y'all listen to Snoop and hit them likes up, man. All right, so let's get to it, man. So today, we're going to talk about 2 topics. We're going to talk about Lil Yoshi getting sentenced to 15 years in jail, man. And I'm saying jail, he got sentenced to 15 years in prison. No games, no jokes. That's real deal. You know what I'm saying? Also, we're going to talk about this rumor about Lil J getting arrested. Now, at this point, I can say it's a report. You know, it's being reported that he got arrested, right? And I was waiting for something official to come down, you know, checking his name against the databases, trying to see what's going on there. But no hitbacks, you know what I'm saying? Nothing official. But I seen some posts by some reputable blogs out there that, you know, pretty much solidified the fact that he got locked up. So we're going to talk about that a little bit, right? But first, man, before we get to the issue, man, let's keep it official like a ref with a whistle, man. And let's do this. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Appreciate everybody coming in here on this Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know we up early with this one. So, man, let's get to it, man. So let's talk about Lil Yoshi. Now, for those of you who don't know, Lil Yoshi is a rapper from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And he's gained such a reputation in the hip-hop game as being the... Man, there's even official reports saying this, that he was the enforcer for TBG. Now, TBG, Top Boy Gorillas, they're actually a record label slash, well, if you ask law enforcement, they're a gang, you know? And based on all that, Lil Yoshi gained a reputation as being one of their people in the streets that was about no games and no playing. When it came to like, you know, his peers in the Baton Rouge hip hop scene, nobody said anything about him foul or made it seem like he wasn't really he wasn't about what he was repping that he was about. You know what I mean? He kept it real as can be in his raps, and that might have been the reason why he got nabbed up and in some trouble. Now, over the last 2 years, Lil Yoshi found himself, and I should say the last 3 years, Lil Yoshi found himself embroiled in a couple of different shooting cases. Like, he was like, man, he had one shooting after another, and multiple people, you know, testified that he was the shooter, and it just didn't look like a good case for him going for it. But besides all that, for some reason, Lil Yoshi was catching some breaks out there. Now, I have covered this story since the beginning, and when I say breaks, I mean Lil Yoshi was able to go free on bond and live in Florida with Fredo Bang. Now, Fredo Bang and Lil Yoshi were living in Florida together, and things were going all well and good. He was waiting until his trial was coming up, probably working on music. Not even probably. That was a part of his bond conditions. His bond condition meant he had to stay at home during certain hours, but he could go to the studio. Now, what upset prosecutors in the state of Louisiana was that he was able to do all this, you know, because he was facing some very serious charges. Several shooting cases, including attempted murders, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it was looking serious. So the fact that he was able to go out of state, stay in Miami with Fredo Bang, who's a rap star, and be able to, you know, kind of just wait until his trial was going and still hit the studio, you know, and try to do something in the rap game, it was a miracle, you know? But they thought he was treating it like a vacation, and they felt like he had violated the conditions of that bond release. Now, upon, those things, that hammer coming down and them saying, okay, we fed up with him treating this like a vacation, allegedly, you know what I'm saying? That's what they called it. There was a sweep, or I should say, there was a raid at Fredo Bang's crib in Miami, or in the South Florida area, right? Now, in this sweep, Fredo Bang got arrested and Lil Yoshi got arrested, right? Now, when Lil Yoshi and Fredo Bang got arrested, it looked like a bad deal for Fredo Bang because at that time, he was as hot could get in the rap game. You know what I'm saying? And it looked like it was probably, if he was going to catch any charges, it was going to be a damper on his rap career, man. It was a bad look for Fredo Bang all around. All right, let me stop for a second. All right, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. I see you guys shouting out your cities in the chat. I appreciate that. But make sure you run up them likes, man, because they really important, man. All right, now back to and I'll get to the chat, and I'll make sure I do some shout outs at the end as well. But, man, so they both ended up getting arrested, right? They both ended up getting arrested, but Fredo Bang ends up catching a really big break. He ends up not having to, I guess his charges pretty much got dropped. Like all the charges against him, the weapons that they found when they raided the crib, they were able to say that, yo, these are the security's weapons. Fredo Bang really didn't do anything wrong. There was a car that was somewhere around the premises, and, they were able to clear that up. Fredo Bang went back to being a superstar rapper, booking shows and doing what he does. Lil Yoshi, on the other hand, ended up getting transported back to Louisiana. Now he's been sitting in jail in Louisiana ever since, waiting on the day that he would see his day in court. And it looks like when he finally saw his day in court, he got some bad news, or actually some news that's good for his case, but bad altogether. Now, you might be asking, what do you mean by that? You know what I mean? I mean, he was facing a lot more time, to be honest with you. So the fact that he was sentenced to 15 years probably ain't a bad look. So let's talk about this story from allhiphop.com that kind of breaks down the details of the case. So right here. Now, what's wild is they're playing on the fact in this headline that, him and NBA Youngboys camp, TBG and 4K Trey, they and BBG, they don't see eye to eye, man. And, there's a lot of rumors about things that led to some street stuff that we ain't going to get into. But as you can see for yourself right here, the headline says this. It says, NBA Youngboy rival Lil Yoshi sent to prison for 15 years with hard labor. Now, that hard labor sounds like the worst part, almost. You know what I'm saying? I guess if the years were less, that hard labor wouldn't sound as bad. But 15 years with hard labor, that should scare anybody straight. Because, man, I ain't trying to be out here breaking my back, working hard for a prison for 15 years, man. And them southern states, that's how they get down, man. You talk about your Louisiana, your Mississippi, you've seen life. Man, think about being out there, just, I don't know, whatever they got you do, whatever they want you to do. And once they put that hard labor on you, you already know what you basically are again. You know what I'm saying? So that should be a deterrent. Do not do crime, man. Don't do crime. Stay away from it, right? Now, the story starts off by saying this, and I want to foot stomp on some of these points right here and just talk about the fact that Lil Yoshi, here we go. All right, so the story starts off by saying this. It says that rapper Lil Yoshi will be going to jail for a long time after pleading guilty to 2 separate charges: aggravated assault with a firearm in 2019 and attempted first-degree murder and assault by drive-by shooting on July 4th, 2020. I remember that case specifically because it was on the 4th of July. And they actually had footage, or alleged footage, of the shooting taking place where Lil Yoshi and somebody else literally jumped out and looked like they were just shooting, you know what I'm saying, at these apartment buildings that they were standing across from. And with that, after that, he had got bond and he was out. And he was gaining such a reputation, man. I think that was part of the reason why they allowed him to go to Florida. They were like, okay, he's already been bonded out. This time, if we have to bond him out and he's out there doing something productive, we can let him ride with that. He won't be here in the community causing any problems. Plus, there was alleged witnesses or whatnot who were worried about any type of repercussions and retaliation. So I think that played a big part in him being allowed to go to Florida for his bond. Now, according to WBRZ, Lil Yoshi copped to the gang-related shootings. As a result, The 23-year-old was sentenced to 15 years in prison and hard labor, followed by 3 years of active supervised parole. So that's crazy, man. Check this out. 15 years in prison and hard labor, followed by 3 years of active supervised parole. So it looks like, man, he's 23. Like they're going to say, man, he won't be out of the system until he's in his 40s. You know what I mean? Now, Lil Yoshi won't be out until he's 38 years old and free from the penal system's reach until he's in his 40s. Now, I know being where you're from, repping which you are, and doing all that is something. You know what I mean? But when you got a possibility of a way out through rap and things like that, man, I don't see the juice isn't worth the squeeze. You know, pause. I don't see where it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? Because now he's in a situation where he's going to be locked into the system for the next 15 years of his life, bro. Like, you a young dude. He should be out here, 23, should be out here just hollering at shorties, you know, talking to girls. I think during the time he was locked up, you know what I mean? In another story, they said, I think he had a kid. And, you know, he was trying to set up some things so he could rap or whatever. But, you know, when that raid came where him and Fredo Bang got grabbed, you know, that put a hurry and a rush on things. And I think that's why he just pled out, you know, to these charges. Because things could have been a lot worse as well. So let's continue with the story and delve into that just a little bit, man. Now, court records show that in 2019, the Baton Rouge artist was involved in a shooting on Avenue L. And in the next year, murder and assault by drive-by shooting outside an apartment complex on Greenwald Springs Road. Now, that shooting situation is the one that they have a video of. And you can see on any of the local news media outlets, I should say, in Baton Rouge, and they've actually got a video of that situation. You know what I mean? You can see the two dudes busting. One of them is allegedly, you know, pause. One of them is allegedly Lil Yoshi. You know what I'm saying? Now, Lil Yoshi was involved in 2 shootings, which injured 3 adults and 2 children in Baton Rouge in 2020. Now, that's just in 2020. They have 2 shootings that they say that he's linked to. Not to mention the shootings in 2019 or whatnot. Like I said, dude's reputation precedes him, for real. Now, the incidents were reportedly related to the beef between NBA YoungBoy's Never Broke Again crew and TBG, a.k.a. Top Boy Gorilla. You know what I mean? Now, this is to include, you know, when you talk about Never Broke Again, that's to include 4K Trey and to include, you know, BBG or whatnot, right? Because what's weird is, go back years, you know what I'm saying, before all the bloodshed. Like, they were actually, you know, there wasn't any problem between any of these cats. You know, there was actually, you know, like, before, you know, before G died and all that stuff, it could have went a different way. You can see where, when you go back, you read the stories, you can see where things could have possibly went a different way. But, you know, everybody could play Monday morning quarterback and wish things were different, right? Now, Lil Yoshi and Fredo Bang are accused of being prominent members of TBG. Now, they tried to nail Fredo Bang down when they did the raid, but it just didn't stick. Nothing that they tried stuck. And he had a reason for the weapons being there. He had a reason for that car being out there. And it seemed like, I mean, to be honest, the way that they were coming at him and Lil Yoshi after the raid, if anything was awry or anything was wrong, I think they would have got Fredo Bang too. So obviously he was telling the truth in this situation. You know what I mean? But bad for Lil Yoshi. You know, he had to plead out, and he has to deal with this in a whole nother way, man, because 15 years, he's probably going to try to appeal, try to get that knocked down in some type of way, try some programs, because I believe this is a state case, not a federal case. So that helps him a great deal, man, to be real with y'all, you know? Yeah, so the story ends by saying a couple things. So let's actually switch over to the other story. Oh, my bad, y'all. Now, it says that the rapper was charged, excuse me, everything swirling around. It says the rapper was charged in several different shootings and decided to plead out, man. So it looks like that's the end of the story. It looks like Lil Yoshi is gonna catch that 15 years unless he can work something else out. So he's on his way to prison, man. And it seems like a seesaw effect. And even at the end of the story, I don't know if they threw this in there for shade. They talk about the fact that NBA YoungBoy was actually able to beat his charges, as opposed to Lil Yoshi not being able to do the same thing. You know what I mean? Even with their ongoing beef, you see they playing media games out here, man. Crazy, 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 man. All right, let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. And y'all tell me in the comments, man. Tell me in the comments and tell me in the chat, what do you guys think about the fact that Lil Yoshi it looks like he's cooked, man. It's like a done deal. He already done copped out everything. 15 years. Now, they also say in the story from the local Baton Rouge newspaper that given, and this is from his lawyer, that given the charges that he was looking at, all those shootings over all those years, him getting this 15 years is actually a blessing in disguise. Because remember, he can still work with the courts, try to find ways to lessen his time and try something, you know what I mean? Now, that's not to say that he's not going to do a lot of time. Because think about it. The next story we're going to be talking about is Lil J. I think Lil J was sentenced to 7 years, and that was enacted in 2019. And then he ended up being able to lessen his time in some way. I don't know how. Rumors out there, a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to Lil J, there's too many rumors. But, I mean, this doesn't mean that Lil Yoshi is done for good. It's just that if he had any aspirations of being a rapper, I think that might be done permanently. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's it. That's it. All right, man. So let's slide on over and talk about Lil J. Take Lil Yoshi up off here. And oh yeah, y'all do me a favor. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. I know I be hammering that point home, but it's important. It's important, man. It makes sure that, when you're done with a video or anything like that, your alerts go out. People are able to know that you're live. It's a lot that goes into that. So if you would, please hook a brother up. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button. So let's talk about King Lil J, or Lil J. Bring Lil J up, Lil Yoshi down. All right, so let's talk about Lil J, man. So there's been a rumor that's been going on for about a day now. 24 hours almost exactly. That Lil J got locked up and arrested for a gun charge. Now, I have seen nothing official. I haven't seen any official reports coming out of Chicago or anything like that. But usually they're pretty slow over the weekend. I'm not going to lie. Unless somebody loses their life or something like that, it's different. You know what I mean? But the people who are usually on it are blogs, man. The blogs be on it. And one blog I usually trust for information is Say Cheese, And Say Cheese put out a post earlier today that said this right here. And hopefully you guys can see that. Can y'all see that? Might be small on your screen, but, you'll get the gist of it. And hopefully you can see it. And basically in this post, he's confirming the rumor that Lil J got arrested. It says Lil J was arrested and sent back to jail. He's being held on parole hold and will now stay behind bars until his bond hearing. Now, what's crazy is Lil J got out early, right? And he still had time, so he was on parole. So the fact that he had a gun and got arrested, that's a bad look, man. It looks like he probably will be headed back to jail to finish up the rest of that time, man. And that's, talk about messing up a blessing. This is like Kodak Black. Like we talked about Kodak Black yesterday. Doc, you got a pardon, a presidential pardon, and then you've been arrested 2 times since then? Come on, man. Like, at some point, you do got to talk about personal accountability in these situations. And man, I hate to sound like one of them dudes. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep it real, bruh. Like when you get a blessing like that, like Lil J, you got a blessing, bruh. Because when he got out of jail, I want to say it was in April, right? April time frame he was released. And I even have the story here when he got released from jail. And let's look at it. So Chicago rapper Lil J been released from prison after being convicted of murder that happened 7 years ago, right? Now, the ordeal started in 2015 over a drug deal gone wrong. Philmon, Renze, Lil J, and several associates were involved in a shootout over a botched drug deal. Renzene, or I don't know dude's name, was killed in the ensuing gun battle with the drug deal, with the drug dealer who claimed self-defense. So this guy, Renzini, I want to say he got killed in the drug deal, and he claimed the drug dealer who was there claimed self-defense in the shooting. Now, the rapper was convicted of conspiracy to commit murder and intent to kill and injure. He was sentenced to 12 years in prison in July of 2019. Now, obviously, he had been locked up since 2017, I believe. So they gave him some sort of time served or something like that, probably. So, 7 years later, he was out. And what's crazy about Lil J, man, and I'll give him his props on this, he hit the ground running. When Lil J hit the ground, like when he started dropping, like, man, millions of views. Like that, like back to back to back. Every song he was dropping, man. And he was on a good streak. Now, for him, okay, there'll be a lot of debate about the fact that he was allegedly caught with a gun, right? Because of the fact that he's a convicted felon, he shouldn't have a weapon, right? But then again, he lives in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have people on the other side like, hey, rather be caught with it than caught without it. Now, I am not saying to live your life like that. There's rules and laws set in place. You got to abide by those no matter what. Just hire you some security and pray for the best. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you in these streets tough like Lil J might have been, or like people, anticipate he could have been, right? But regardless, man, getting locked up doesn't help anybody because you're going back to jail. And you might have to do the rest of that time. You know what I'm saying? Who wants to do all that time when you could be out here getting money and doing all sorts of big type of things, man, as far as the music game is concerned. And I heard they had some really big things on that side coming up, especially with a recently vindicated rapper, you know what I'm saying, from Friday, man. I heard he's going to be working with it. It's a rumor out there, you know what I mean? But we'll see. Now, the rapper was convicted of conspiracy to commit murder and intent to kill and injure. He was sentenced to 12 years in prison in July 2019, right? And the rapper born Jeff McGraw has finally been released from state prison after serving a little over 7 years. Now, this story is from when he got released in April. He hopped on Instagram to let everyone know he was back out in the streets. And I remember when he dropped that video because I think I might have it somewhere around here right now. Let's check that out.
You off that blood?
Huh?
You off or you still on?
Oh no. Yeah. Double O back, yeah. Yeah, look, they going crazy.
Yeah, it was rather short, man. And basically that was a video that he dropped when he got released from jail. Now, nobody knew he would have the success in the rap game independently that he had upon hitting the ground, but it was going up for him, man. It was doing well. And you had people from his side of things like King Yella. You had Billionaire Black, all those cats who are all bloggers in their own right now and doing relatively well, speaking praises to him, like saying good things about him and his success in the rap game because dude was really on fire, man. But, man, it seems like he might have thrown that blessing away by getting caught with a weapon. I don't know. Y'all tell me in the comments what y'all think about that. And y'all tell me in the chat what y'all think about that. Like the possibility that Lil J on fire in the rap game, right? Tearing YouTube charts up, really making a splash every time he drops a song and a video, and then allegedly or reportedly getting locked up for having a weapon and knowing that he's already on parole, probably having to go back to jail and do the rest of that time. It's like rap fans, especially drill rap fans, got to celebrate, you know what I'm saying, for NBA Youngboy. And then immediately after that, Kodak Black gets arrested. Lil Yoshi gets sentenced to 15 years. And then you have Lil J getting arrested for a gun allegedly. So it's like you got a 3-for-1, you know what I'm saying? Like 3 bad and one good outcome, man. I don't know what to say, especially for rappers who are living that life. It just ain't a good look, man, for their long-term health and their long-term wealth. I'll keep that real, man. That's for real, man. Oh, man, y'all wildin'. Yo, do me a favor. Everybody in here right now, make sure you hit that like button right now, man. Run them likes up. We should be at about 400 likes hit that like button. Let's go. But let's get in the chat a little bit. What do y'all think about this, man? I want to hear y'all comments, really. So he got 3 more years? Yeah, I think if you do the math, it'll come out to something like that. 3, maybe 4 more years. We'll see. Some official will come out. He did a lot within the short 2 to 3 months. Yeah, man. Lil J, in those 2 to 3 months that he's been out, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, he hit the ground running. Dude, he was racking up on hits. Like, as far as like YouTube is concerned, he wasn't messing around. Like, he was on them charts. And he had 2 songs on the charts at one time, man, on the YouTube charts at one time. And they were like both back to back. Like, he dropped one day and one the other day, man. So I don't know, man. I don't know how that change up is gonna feel. And also I want to think, in that situation, what do you do, man? Like, you in a situation where obviously your back's against the wall. You might feel like you need protection, right? You might feel like you need somebody, you know, something to help protect you out there in them streets. But you don't want to go back to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the worst thing that could happen. So you'd rather be caught with it or caught without it type of situation is what it sounds like, right? What's the first joint he dropped? First Day Clout, man. Yeah, First Day Clout. It's still sitting right now. First Day Clout is sitting at 2.8 million views. And Bars of Clout 3, that's sitting at 1.8 million views. So, like, Lil J, like I said, going crazy, man. He on the artist side of the game, he was doing everything he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep it real. You know? But when it comes to his freedom and stuff like that, man, he might have crashed out on this one. And I saw people in the chat last night call him a crash test dummy. I don't know, man. I wouldn't call him a crash test dummy because due to what the charge is, and the nature of how they be living, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta say this, man. I'd try to find another way to protect myself if I was in those shoes. I would definitely try to find another avenue of getting that accomplished, because forget going back to jail when you about to see millions. Like, it's there. You know what I'm saying? It's like right on the cusp. You know what I mean? Craziness, man. Sad dude can't function in society. I don't know, man. I don't know about that personally. All I do know is, you know, this ain't a good look. Felon with a gun, he'll get more than that 3 remaining years. Yeah, possibly. It's possible. You know what I'm saying? A felon with a gun, those 3 remaining years might be tacked on with the additional charge. So now we really talking. You know what I mean? We're talking crazy, man. Crazy. Lil J came out and said, everybody in prison, now you got to go back. Oh, yeah, that is true. Okay, I'll clear that up for everybody. So there were some rumors about Lil J after he got out of prison, right? I'm not saying they were true. I don't care if they're true. I don't lose. Like, it doesn't matter what he likes, who he likes. That doesn't move me. I don't care about that. Doesn't make me like you anymore. Doesn't make me like you any less. But in the hip hop and the drill community, sometimes people will use attacks and things at different people. And there was a lot of people attacking Lil J, right? And he was, you know, snapping back. And in the process of snapping back, he was saying a lot of things about people who are in jail and incarcerated. And it's pretty wild that he's got to go right to jail and then possibly back to prison. So we'll see what happens with that. But I doubt it'll be anything, because the last time I think he said he got PC'd up without his own, and people were like, oh, he's lying. No, there's times if you're a rap star, if you're a star, that like you can get PC'd up without wanting to. Now, if you don't want to, you can sign away your rights to go to PC. You can do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've seen that before. So you could do that, but you got to sign a lot of documents and waive their, you know, the jail's any responsibility if something happens to you. It's just easier if you're a rap star or something like that to just do what they tell you to do. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a street dude, this is where the conundrum comes. If you're a street dude, ain't no way you go on PC, right? Because, like, how you ever going to come back around the homies? You know what I'm saying? It's a terrible situation, man. You know what I mean? What up, Virginia Beach? What up? Oh, man, y'all wildin'. Everybody get them likes up. Yeah, the dreads. And yeah, man, I don't know how that's going to work either. Okay, let's go there. I see y'all in the comments. Let's talk about it. All right, so that picture of him, the last picture of him in jail before he got out, right? So let's look at Lil J. You know, the wild mugshot. This one right here. Now he looks like somebody's janitor, Earl or something, man. You know, not as clean cut, man, as he does in that background that I have right there, right? But man, you know, jail's a rough place. He did say something interesting during that Say Cheese interview, though. If you can see his hair is long here, but it's definitely not as long as when you see that background picture there, right? He said that he had his dreads saved and put back into his head or something like that. Y'all correct me in the chat and correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Is that a Chicago thing? Like, I ain't never heard of that before, bro. Like, I ain't dissing dude at all either. I mean, get it how you live, you know what I'm saying? But I had never heard of that before. Like, do people save their dreads and have them put back in their head? I swear he said something like that. I am not making that up, man. I swear he said something like that, dog. I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? And I see y'all in the chat, man. Y'all wild, man. Y'all wild, man. Oh, wow. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Are they going to hold his dreads for him next time and then he gets out? Like, what if you get out and you like 50 years old, 40 years old next time? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your hair all gray, they going to put your dreads back in your hair for you? You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Crazy, man. Great. I mean, I don't know. Y'all tell me, is that a thing? I know he said it in the Say Cheese interview. I was just wondering, was it a thing or not? You know what I'm saying? Get them likes up, man. Get them likes up, man. But yeah. So, Lil J then went back in. Lil Yoshi, 15 years, you know, hard labor. That's crazy, man. Do they only say that in southern states? Like, I think I've only seen that, and I read a lot of cases, right? I think I've only seen that in like Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, you know what states, you know what I'm saying? But hard labor, that means you just basically out there breaking your back for 15 years, man. I don't want it. Luckily, Lil Yoshi's case, like I said, is a state case, so there might be some wiggle room there. Hopefully his lawyer get to work. Hopefully Fredo Bang get him a lawyer that go to work, you know, because you know Fredo Bang is the bankroll over there, you know what I'm saying? And he ain't got the... Fredo Bang is a star. He's getting paid. He's doing things. He's signed to Def Jam. But when it comes to like comparison, NBA Youngboy and them, they got the bag, dog. They got the bag. You know what I'm saying? I love Fredo Bang's music. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's for real. What do y'all say? What if they lose them joints while he... What if they lose the dreads while he's locked up? I don't know, man. I guess I don't know. You just use the ones that they find. I don't know, man. That's a different tradition, man. I had never heard of that before. Bro look like Black Pennywise. Oh, y'all wildin', man. Y'all wildin'. I ain't gonna let y'all cook Lil J like this, man. This man is facing time, man. Leave him alone, man. Let's put up this other picture right here. Because y'all cooking Lil J, man. Now, in all seriousness, I hope the best for him. And it's sad that, you know, he probably felt the need, allegedly, if all these reports proved to be true, he felt the need to protect himself. But, you know, it ended up getting him caught up in the end. You know what I'm saying? And you got talent. Why you lose? Yeah, man. They had wasted talent, man. Same with Kodak, man. Same with Kodak, bro. Like, Kodak got more chances than a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? He's down. He done ran out all of his 9 lives, all his 3 strikes. He even had the president come in and save him, man. Come on, bro. Like, you can't, man. When you get those type of breaks, you got to just say, forget it. I'm going to do what I got to do as far as music. But when it comes to all that street stuff, man, I'm going to leave that alone. Because, man, the bag is worth more than all that. You feel me? When you go do a face reveal, I don't know. When I go on a bigger platform. No, I'm joking, man. I have people, who knows? Can't get your hair done at first. Yeah, man. So what's the process in that? Like, while he's in jail, does he get them taken out and ship the dreads to somebody? I can't, man. Y'all crazy, man. Because you're in booking, right? You're getting booked, and then you go to after booking, you go to your after your holding cell. I mean, you go to your holding cell, right? And then you go through the trial process. Like at some point, do you pass the dreads to somebody, man? I swear he said, man, they were his dreads. He got put right back into his head, man. I seen that in the Sage Cheese interview, man. I am not making this up, dog. These rappers need to hire security, take notes from Drake. Yeah, man. Like I've heard people talk about, like, Lil Durk has real security. Meek Mill has real security. Like, are you gonna, like, I wouldn't, like, Meek Mill and Lil Durk are official for the most part. You know what I'm saying? They got real security. Like when you see Lil Durk, there was a shootout at a concert in Dallas, right? And there was a video afterwards, and you seen Lil Durk moving with his team and moving with his security. He had real deal Navy SEAL looking dudes. Then he had the Goonies with him. Then he had his crew with him. You know what I'm saying? He had layers of security around him. I don't see what the big deal is about hiring security. I don't get that part. I would have real security, man, because you see Lil Durk got real security. Meek Mill got real security. Even other people in the rap game have real security. So, man, I'd run to that option. You know what I'm saying? What money would they use to flex if they pay security? Funny. I don't think security is expensive, man, because you're paying per hour, man, and I'm pretty sure they're charging a pretty penny per hour, man. I'm pretty sure it's nothing light, because you're dealing with professionals, and the whole situation with the security is they're supposed to de-escalate the situation. You know what I'm saying? So they're supposed to make sure everybody goes home safe. They're professionals at their craft, right? And that's really what you want. But I'm pretty sure that comes at a premium price. You know what I mean? Oh, man, y'all wildin'. Yo, do me a favor. Everybody hit that like button, man. I thought we would already be at 400 likes. Everybody smash that like button right now if you're in the chat or even if you're listening. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. What y'all say? It costs a lot of money for security, big dog. A lot of I know. I get that. You know what I'm saying? It's a premium price. But I mean, okay. I guess at Lil J's level, it might not be advantageous to pay for security, right? You know what I mean? Unless you're going to an event or something like that. But still, you got to find a better option to have yourself, to protect yourself out here without having to take penitentiary chances. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be taking penitentiary chances out here. You know? Wait. Are you Damas? No, man. Shout out to Damas Live and all those cats, man. Nah, I'm not them. I'm not him. Y'all me. Somebody totally different, man. So he's supposed to hire security to ride to the store? Nah. And that's another thing, man. Security is only for special events, right? So he can't. I get it, man. I get it. I understand the conundrum, man. I understand. Trust me. I am not so square that, I don't get it. I get that he's in Chicago or he's in his hometown, he's in his city, and he got to ride, how he got to protect himself and he got to be ready at all times or whatever. But on top of that, he's trying to stay out of going to jail and he's trying to make it in rap. So it's like, it's a lot going on there. You know what I mean? Now, that's why I can't call him a crash test dummy. That's why I refute that. I rebuke those statements. You know what I'm saying? Lil Yoshi really got 15 years? Yeah, man. Lil Yoshi really got 15. Hard labor. Louisiana. So he going to be in the sun, working. Hopefully, man, he gets something on a pill, you know what I'm saying, that he could work out. Saying Freedom Boys. Yeah, man. Crazy situation. All right, man. My bad. I know I wanted to talk to you guys in the chat, man. I wanted to make sure that we talk about a couple of things, but I've been holding you guys here a little longer than I usually do. I like to keep these 35 to 45 minutes tops. You know what I'm saying? Let me read a couple more of these, though. We having fun. It's Sunday morning. Ain't much going. Where Lil J, he the best rapper in Chicago? I don't know. That's up for debate. Some people would say, Lil Durk is the best rapper. Or a lot of people would say Polo G. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people would say Polo G. You know what I'm saying? Dude in the background doing the money to the ear thing. I think he can afford security. Yeah, that's a lot of bread. Like even right now, that money that he was holding to his head, it's a lot of bread. Yeah. Lil Yoshi. Yeah, we talked about Lil Yoshi earlier, man. You know what I'm saying? We already got that out the way. What up, Stockton? Riding dirty is a young man's sport. Yeah, man. Yeah, no need to take penitentiary chances out here. If you know you got a case, you know you a felon. You know what I'm saying? You just gonna have to find another way. Man, everybody be with their homeboys all the time. Why I gotta take the penitentiary chance? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. Somebody said that dread thing is not a Chicago thing. That's just a Lil J thing, huh? I swear I did not make that up. This brother said that he had his dread saved from when he first got locked up, when he had to cut him, and then he just put them back in his head after he got out of jail. I swear, man, he said that. You know what I mean? Don't let the locks fool you. Smirk definitely the best out of the rack. I don't know. That's up for debate, man. Hold it down. Okay. Smirk, yo. So y'all saying Smirk, y'all saying Lil Durk the best rapper out of Chicago? I can rock with that. No complaints over here, man. Who the next RICO case? Oh, man. So I've seen other people's take on this. I saw DJ Academic's take on it. I thought that was good. He usually has a lot of insight, you know, and some information from behind the scenes that's pretty good. But, you know, based on, and I'm assuming you're talking about in Atlanta, right? Because, you know, it's been wild with the rap game, how it's been open to these RICO indictments, man. But when it comes to Atlanta, man, you know, I hate to put it out there, you know what I'm saying? But hopefully it's not who everybody's saying, you know. Everybody's throwing Lil Baby's name out there. I'll say that. But I'm knocking on wood right now. I'm hoping that ain't the case, because Lil Baby is a rapper. He's the rapper. You know what I'm saying? He out here going to church. He doing right, man. Leave Lil Baby and 4PF alone, man. I know that lady trying to clean the streets up, and I get it, and I'm not mad at her. She got a job to do. And obviously she has political aspirations after the fact. But, man, gonna be any rappers left in Atlanta? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm telling you, Houston done already took the whole party thing from Atlanta. Like, Houston been the party spot that spring going into this summer, man. I don't know what, I've seen more people go on trips to Houston than anywhere. You know what I'm saying? When people used to mostly for like city life partying, they would go to either Miami or Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. What's up with Hot Boy? What was the last update I had for Hot Boy? Now y'all got me thinking, man. So Hot Boy, he was wanted. Then I believe he turned himself in. You got me. I have to go back in the archives to do a Hot Boy update. You got me on that one, man. That's rare. Eric Thurman, I owe you a Hot Boy update, man, next time. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember I did the story about him being wanted and then him eventually turning himself in, I believe. And then since then, I think it's been cold. You know what I mean? Then there was another story that came out about the fact that him and Glock 9, that was the last story, was him and Glock 9 were actually in the same jail. And I guess they messed up somehow and had them in the same jail. And then they ended up having to move them around. You know what I'm saying? Because they come from two different crews that are allegedly at war in the streets. You know what I mean? So that is probably the best Hot Boy update right now. And if anything else happened recently, I can't place it. But I think that's the most recent Hot Boy update. Hopefully that was solid, Eric Thurman. Baby on the blue side, yep. I don't know. Like, as far as I know, Lil Baby is a rapper. He is not in any type of crime. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do anything wrong. He just makes some of my favorite songs. You know what I'm saying? Charleston White was right. Did you, man? While we here, since you brought up Charleston White, somebody brought up Charleston White. So Charleston White, remember he was hating on Lil J? I actually got that clip loaded up for some reason, man. Something about that. Remember this?
Tell King Lil J something. You ain't going nowhere, nigga. I put that on GD, I put that on BD, and I put that on GOD. Nobody's gonna sign you, nigga, and you won't make one. You won't see $50,000 from this. I swear to God, you won't, Lil J. It's over with for Chicago rappers, nigga. No industry, y'all can't make video, y'all can't even perform concerts.
I swear this dude got a problem with everybody.
To take a loss when they kill you? Because you won't live 2 years, Lil J. And let me...
He told Lil J back then. This was a couple of months ago. It was like right when Lil J got out and started to blow up, like really started to tear up like the YouTube charts. Like he was trending like crazy. Charleston White did jump in. He was like, yo, he made that, he started dissing Lil J. And to be real, all the things he said came to be true, man. Like, you know, I ain't saying that well, not all the things, because he said some things that are, wow, you got to watch it with Charleston White. He said that it's over for drill rappers and Chicago rappers, and he's wrong about that. He's definitely wrong. Chicago kind of got a grip on the game right now. Everybody's still in their slang, still in the way that they dress. People used to dress how New York cats and LA cats dress. You know what I mean? Everybody dressing how Lil Durk and King Von used to dress. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's like still in that style. You know what I'm saying? Matching up the high designer with the kind of with a street and urban look. I see it, man. I see all of this. I watch all of this. You know what I mean? So he was wrong about a couple of things because Chicago really got the game in a nice grip on. It's just they only got so many rappers, and with cats going to jail, RICO cases and stuff like that, they don't have the feeding machine that Atlanta has. That's why Atlanta has that huge grip on the rap game as a whole, and Memphis the same. They always got talent coming. Like, they always got new rappers coming. Memphis does, Atlanta does. They steady have new, and then the older cats will work with the newer cats, and then it keeps going in a circle and a circle, and it, you know what I mean? So it's hard for them to lose the game. Other regions, they don't have that. West Coast, they don't have that. You know, New York, it's not the same anymore. Now with drill, they've got cats like, say like a 504 and cats like that, that'll work with other drill artists. And, you know, they're starting to incorporate that, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, as of now, right now, that's why Atlanta, you know, you can't lose. But what Charleston White said, some of that, yeah, he was right, man. Like, Lil J ended up getting locked up. He said he give him a couple of months or 6 months. And it's crazy that he predicted that, man. So I see some of y'all just joining in here. So let's play it again.
Tell King Lil J something. You ain't going nowhere, nigga. I put that on GD, I put that on BD, and I put that on GOD. Nobody's gonna sign you, nigga, and you won't make one. You won't see $50,000 from this. I swear to God, you won't, Lil J. It's over with for Chicago rappers, nigga. No industry, y'all can't make video, y'all can't even perform concerts. Sign you for what? To take a loss when they kill you? Because you won't live 2 years, Lil J. And let me...
Now, part of that, if you listen, he was kind of just trying to bait Lil J into responding to him. Like, he's very good at trolling people, man. You know, he's just as good as old dude, you know what I mean? And he's kind of taking that spot. I saw in a video where we talked about this yesterday, where I think him and Say Cheese, this is his account. They did like 5 million views, like Charleston White. So he's obviously a hot topic right now, and it's because of all the outlandish things that he said. But if you base that on what happened to Lil J, you'd be like, he does seem like he predicted this one right. You know what I mean? All right, y'all do me a favor. Everybody in here right now, hit that like button, man. We should be over 400 likes, man. A couple of minutes ago. Go ahead and smash that like button. I'm going to dip into the chat a little bit more, see what y'all are talking about. O-Block the move. Stop it. Dolph got Memphis sauce for show, South Memphis at that. Huh. I wonder y'all arguing about Dolph versus Yo Gotti. Is that what that is? Slim talking everybody dressed like Shy in New York. Stop it. DC stand up. Yeah, New York still influences the fashion game. I ain't gonna lie. They still have a heavy presence. But a lot of people dress like, kind of dress like Durk and them, you know, or Lil Baby and them, I should say. Shoot, if we really want to go there, Lil Baby in Atlanta and Young Thug and them, how they dress, like people take from that as well. You know, like how Gunna dress with like with the leather pants and all that. Like I don't rock like that. You know what I'm saying? But on the fashion tip, that seemed like Atlanta's got a lot of influence out there as well. Let me see. You said Charleston White was right. Yeah, he seemed to predict this one right. I'll give him that. When he was coming at Lil J originally, I was like, oh man, he out here cloud chasing. Look at this. But he was actually right. Charleston White be speaking facts. His delivery be way off. I think the delivery is the part of the hook. Like he kind of gets into a thing where he sounds like a preacher. You know what I'm saying? And then it sounds like what he's saying, he says with conviction. And that way, the way that he says it kind of reels people in. It's the fact that he says things that seem a little bit outlandish, but kind of hit truthful, you know what I'm saying, is a part of the hook, man. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. I wouldn't care if he was, you know what I'm saying? What Lil J does in his personal life is his business. What do y'all say? New York cats always had the ups on fashion. Let's keep it a buck. True. Maybe I'm giving Chicago a little bit too much credit because of the influence of Lil Durk and them cats. But yeah, that's true. They dress dirty out here. Where you at? In Atlanta, dress like Young Thug. They can't unclaim him now. Man, a Young Thug and Gunna, man, they wear some interesting stuff, man. But I get it when I'm watching their music videos because, it just balances and things. It just looks different, man. It looks different. A lot of that works. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I got jokes. You already know. Muwap coming home. We'll see. I mean, they facing a RICO case. And I've been watching the court reporter there, or the case reporter there for in Chicago, waiting on an update, man. I'm like, as soon as something dropped, as far as that RICO case is concerned, you're going to hear it straight from me first. You know what I'm saying? Say you're not rocking with Detroit. What's wrong with Detroit? I rock with Detroit, man. I mess with the D. Rolling Loud next weekend, I know. At least Kodak Black will be out for Rolling Loud. I mean, at this point, yeah, he'll be all right, man. I mean, he won't be all right because his priors. But, at least he'll be able to run up the bag, hopefully, before whatever happens with this case, The best Kodak Black could hope for is an illegal traffic stop. That seems to be like the only way to get people to say, yo, we'll get rid of everything that happened after you being pulled over. You know what I'm saying? Is an illegal traffic stop. Somebody said Roll Tide. Okay. Alabama in the building. Noel Escobar, facts, huh? Detroit with the business. What up, Detroit? Big pause. Pause if I said anything sus. You know what I mean? We already know. Lil Durk doing 30 to 40 years. Lil Baby, Lil Durk. Now, okay, that's with this Atlanta situation, man. I don't know, man. It got everybody on edge. I'm gonna keep it real, even me, because I'm like, two more organizations, like two more RICOs coming, so two more organizations. Now, she didn't say specifically that they were tied to a rapper, but the guy who was talking to her said too high profile. He said you have two high profile RICO cases right now. I'm assuming he was talking about YSL and YFN, because there's another RICO going on with another alleged street gang at the same time, and it's another big deal, but it has no rappers attached to it. So I'm thinking that when she says when she answered the question to high profile, it means there'll be some sort of rapper or their crew attached to it. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see how that goes. Oh man, we still ain't at 400 likes, man. Y'all hit that like button. Quit tripping, man. Quit acting like it ain't free, man. Run up them likes. Hit that like button for your boy. All right, while I dip into the chat, man. And let's see. Yeah, I'm on the edge of my seat. Yeah, man, everybody's waiting to see. People need to learn how the street and law work. Durk been in 2 shootouts in the last 3 years and still not in jail. And he is a felon. So why didn't they pick him up from jail? I mean, is it a possibility that something's up with Durk on the back end? I don't know, man. Maybe. I don't know, man. I do know it looks like he keeps dropping a bag off to the hood every couple of months. Like, how many times have we seen Lil Durk go to his hood and even put out a post recently that say, hey, if you can't come back to your hood, what is you doing or whatever, or you ain't real or something like that. And Lil Durk is talking from the top of the mountain almost. He's talking from the tippy top of the rap game. Grammy nominated, #1 albums. He did his deluxe, and his deluxe almost went #1. It had like 80,000 copies on his deluxe. So he's like crazy, man. He's at the top of the rap game, man. And he still kind of pokes the fire a little bit, man. Y'all said Durk the Feds. I doubt it, but I mean, if that happened, I would be surprised. That'd be crazy. Puerto Rico in the building. What's up? It could be Lil Boosie and crew. Lil Boosie? Lil Boosie's a little old, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seemed like anytime his people come to visit him for his events, they come in from out of town. You know what I mean? I don't know if Lil Boosie is in that. You know what I mean? A lot of people, the rumor, obviously, is 4PF and OTF. And somebody sent me a message on Instagram and was like, yo, they think that Quando Rondo in them, you know what I'm saying? Because if you look at that list that was going around, they thought that Quando Rondo in them might be involved somehow. Feds let you live your life, then bam, they got you. Yeah, that's crazy, man. I seen, who was that? Was that lead attorney or one of those cats? Was talking about that. Like, the feds will know that you committed a crazy crime and then let you keep, you know what I'm saying, going on. And eventually when they do the whole sweep, they get you for all that. I was like, man, sounds like a horror movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm with 50 Cent, bro. I don't want nothing to do with the feds, bro. Boosie still got shoot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Boosie ain't out there slipping in Atlanta or whatever. But I don't think he's in them streets creating ruckus. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's that. He's an older dude. You guys forget he's an elder statesman in the game. Money already made, legend already laid. You know what I'm saying? It's done. Free Lit Yoshi, y'all say? Yeah, man. He's looking at a lot of time, bro. Y'all said Fulio gang and Young and Ace gang, RICO. I've been waiting on that on the back burner. I ain't even gonna lie, because every story I read from the First Coast News, every story that I read from any of the news organizations down there in Jacksonville, the News for Jacks, they always mention ATK and they always mention KTA. Even though Fulio himself has come out and said, hey, man, I ain't in that KTA, man. He was smart. He was one of the first people to jump out ahead and seen what with the writing on the wall. He was like, nah, man, I am not a part of that, dog. Like, quit putting me in that, man. You know what I'm saying? So I get what Fulio was doing there, but I don't know if they was listening, man. They let him go to catch more fish. Happens. That happens all the time. I mean, according to the attorneys out there. The biggest PRE. Nah, Boosie's smart, pioneer, don't move like. Yeah, Boosie's smart, man. He's older, man. He ain't out here moving crazy, attaching himself to nothing wild. Plus, he stays booked up. That dude stays booked up. The boys really killing it. Yeah, man. Yeah, they out there wilding, man. Yeah, and that's another thing why I think Houston took a little bit of that party scene vibe from Atlanta. Jumped over Atlanta in the party scene thing. Why I think people are going out there to party more. Atlanta then got crazy with the crime. Like, people shooting up perimeter, shooting up Lenox Mall and stuff like that. Come on, man. Back in the day, you walk through Lenox Mall, you see all sorts of superstars. You know what I'm saying? I think the first time I ever went to Lenox Mall, I seen Jermaine Dupri, Genuine, like all these old cats. It was a long, just older stars. You know what I'm saying? Just walking around. You know what I'm saying? Like, walking around, dog. You know what I'm saying? As a little kid, I'm like, what in the world? You know, it's like, I don't know, man. Like, I see why they're trying to do something about the crime, because that probably affects tourism. But people are always going to go to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. You know what I mean? I want a little Boosie, Big Boosie. You said Memphis is broke. They do not wear designer. Nah, man. Young Dolph used to be all up in designer. What are you talking about, man? Like, for real. And Key Glock being designer, man. Wow, man, I don't believe Memphis is, at least the artists, I don't think they broke. Now, the underground artists, maybe they ain't living like other places, but yeah, for the cats who made it, they be drip. Memphis is, y'all said everybody's on that time out here. Yeah, and if you talking about Atlanta? If you clarify that, because if you talking about Atlanta, I be hearing that, man. And that's nationwide, man. A lot of people is on that time, you know? Kodak need new friends. Definitely. Nobody got a bag holder anymore. You know what I'm saying? What happened to that guy? People started kicking him out of the crew because he ain't in the streets. Kodak need new, cause said Memphis broke. Nah, man. Most major cities, you're going to have at least one person who's on the up, who's really out there doing it. Yo, get that like, yeah, what he said? Get that like button up, man. Y'all do me a favor. Let's get to 400 likes. And man, I've been dipping in the chat a lot with y'all, but and I've been enjoying it. But man, we've been here long, man. So let's get up out of here. Now with that, man, I want to shout out everybody in the chat. If I didn't get to your city this time, I'll get to your city next time. And I appreciate everybody who's going to leave a comment in the future. If you have any other questions, leave a comment. Make sure that you're following me on Instagram, man. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram. I post some crazy stuff that have nothing to do with hip hop and stuff, but it's enjoyable. Trust me, man. Like, I could show you. Nah, we'll leave it alone. Y'all just check me out on Instagram. And if you have any questions or inquiries, hit me up there too. Now with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace. Oh yeah, shout out the chat, and we out this thing, man.